I do.
Really small, really cool how it works?
Yeah, for those of us that are old enough, I can describe it as like a pager, yeah, right, sure. Yeah. So, and I see Jeff still wearing one, so, but it's, the great thing about this is the ease of use. It's open, close. So you open it, it's on.
Just like that.
That's it, it's on. You close it, it's off.
On and recording.
That's it. Video and audio.
This has to be clearly something that's going to be quick and easy. No fiddling with it. And that's exactly what that is.
Right. That's the thing is, if we go back, remember, you know, we talk about a couple things. We talk about body cameras, and I know a lot of the talk has been spurred by some of the incidents that have happened nationwide, yeah. Ferguson and Baltimore and New York City. This has been in the works for a long time for us, way before Ferguson even happened. We've been talking about this since our dash cameras were inoperable. Yeah. And what happened there, the story there goes, we bought these dash cameras right after Tom Lindsay was killed. Mm-hmm. And they were great. And I can tell you that I know some talk across the country as officers are against them. They don't think it's... We've actually always been for them. We were positive. We thought they were good. They helped us more than they hurt us in mm-hmm. situations.
That's one thing to keep in mind is that most times what people are always looking that this is going to catch the bad cop.
Sure.
But in reality, it can also, and probably... because we all know that's the minority, right? Police officers Absolutely. Doing bad things, that is the minority. So chances are it catches the majority and actually is a positive for the police officer.
It absolutely is. Yeah. And again, if it catches the bad cop doing something great, right. We're all for that. Mm-hmm. But the other aspect of it is that many times, most of the time, it exonerates the officer and found out that it was a false complaint of some sort. Or maybe just a misunderstanding, that someone misunderstood what the officer said and made a complaint because they heard one thing and maybe thought something different.
Who gets these? How many of the officers?
Well, initially all of the patrol division will have this. So much like the police radio at the end of the shift get transferred to another officer, that's what will happen. There'll be a bank of chargers. So at the end of the shift, the officer comes in, drops it into a charger. It automatically starts downloading that file that's on the camera itself into the server.
Wow.
And then the server itself can be accessed only, it can't be edited at all. So an officer can't go in and delete a portion of the video or a portion of the sound. It's not possible for them to do that.
But an officer could not turn it on? I mean, is that possible?
Well, that's the thing. And again, what I can caution you, though, is whenever you have a new technology, and you do, I mean, your job is all kinds of technology. If I were to come over tomorrow and put a new button on that board, you're going to have a problem.
It's going to take time to get used to it.
It's changing the way you do business. So, you know, is there going to be situations in which the officer is going to jump out in a heated situation or an emergency situation and forget to flip the thing is? Absolutely. But as time goes on and our officers get more used to it and they're more accustomed to it, absolutely. Because we did have dash cam videos. Like I said, it's not like we've never had these. But I did notice that occasionally we had another mic which looked much like this camera, and you had a switch that you had to flip, and it was very tiny. And you know, if you had big hands, I've got big hands, you can't, it's not easy to flip that switch, or sometimes you jumped out and you didn't have audio for 30 seconds because you forgot to turn it on. So I could certainly envision seeing that happen, but with all officers having them, in a big incident you're going to have 3, 4, or 5 officers show up. Hopefully somebody's going to have their camera on, but I do, you know, we've got training going on. That's today. We've invited the media today to come down and take a look at it. We've been training all month. I went through it last week myself. It's certainly going to be a positive, and we've been all for it for years now.
Is this grant money? Where does this come from?
Yeah, and that was something that Senator Griffo was able to do for us in Assemblymember DC, because you know, we all know everybody's budgets are tight, but I think this was important. I think it's important for the officers, the city. I think that we have a good relationship with the community, and I think that we want to keep that. And we've always tried to be cutting edge. We certainly don't want to hide anything we do. We're public figures. We're out there protecting the public, and we want people to know that there's accountability, and there's a lot of accountability in what we do.